I've actually gotten some flack because they say that, with the coronavirus, you're not supposed to have facial hair, but it's coming in well.
Does that kind of? I mean, do you feel like you're gonna probably lose it? Or are you gonna try and because of some of those measures?
Nah, I mean, I'm pot committed to this, as you can see. And if we make the playoffs and we don't get to 500, then I just got to get lined up for the playoffs. So.
Got you. How do you think just things have kind of gone? I know you guys had that tough stretch, 3 games in 4 nights. Just what's your overall thoughts, just how the team has been playing lately?
Yeah, I think going into All-Star break, that last game in Dallas, that was kind of uncharacteristic for us. So I think since coming back from the break, I think on the whole we've been playing more consistent. We've been playing hard, been in every game. So we just have to, continue to keep that same focus, the same attention to detail, in these next coming games here.
And the tough starts obviously have been kind of a focus of concern. Coach Walton was critical of it. What are you seeing that's kind of leading to some of those things with you guys?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, letting the game come to us, and that doesn't necessarily mean not being aggressive, but just being aggressive in the right way. Everyone, playing for each other, playing fluidly. I think we saw that in the Portland game, just how easy the game can be. You put up, 70, 80 points in the first half. Everyone's involved, everyone's touching it. There's a good collective vibe. And, in the Toronto game, we're kind of stalled out. We weren't getting into, our normal offensive sets. Defensively, we were all over the place, transition defense. So that's, a big emphasis for us coming into tomorrow.
And my final one, just in terms of this, obviously it's a little bit different. You see what the league is doing. You see kind of things, what all these other leagues and stuff's happening all over the world. Just what are your thoughts on it? Has this kind of coronavirus thing been much of a topic amongst the players? Is it a distraction at all for you guys?
I mean, it's definitely been something that we've talked about. We've had doctors talk to us. We've seen adjustments from, the NBA in terms of media doing it like this, fans, like being on the court giving high fives, they've done away with that. Different things like that. So you have to be conscious and aware of what that is. I mean, it's real. It's something that's going on. And, I think for us, our attention is always on basketball, but there are things that are bigger than basketball, and this is one of them.
Marshall Harris, CBS 13 Sacramento. I don't know if you've heard about in Santa Clara County, San Jose Sharks have had to figure out what they're going to do with the games. No gatherings of over 1,000 people in that county. Are you concerned at all about playing games in front of an empty arena? Have you guys talked about that, thought about that, and what that would be like? Yeah,
I mean, it was kind of rumored in the beginning, and I don't think anyone really put too much thought into it. It's kind of like what an NBA game look like with no fans, but it seems like it might be trending in that direction, and I think it's something where we're kind of in uncharted territory. I don't think anyone's ever kind of been around this and seen the level and the measures that are being taken, but at the end of the day, it's about what everyone's safety, and I think that's what comes first.
What would that be like though for you guys, especially when you talk about a home game, having a home court advantage? What would that be like, do you think, to play in front of just essential personnel, I guess?
Well, I mean, I guess we'd have more essential personnel than they would. So I guess that would be the one bonus. But no, I honestly, I have no idea, what that would look like. The atmosphere, the energy, being in an arena and, fully dressed, you see the other team there and you don't have that crowd excitement. It'd be tough because the fans, not only here in Sacramento, but just around the league, they add an element to the game that, makes it fun and exciting, every single night for you to play.
Can you talk a little bit just about the challenge of the New Orleans Pelicans? This is obviously an important game because of the fact that you guys are tied with them in the standings. Zion Williamson, first time you're going to see him as a pro. What are you expecting tomorrow to be like?
I mean, it's going to be a fast-paced game. I mean, look at the first time we played them, back and forth, a lot of running, came down to a last-second shot. So, I would anticipate much of the same coming into this game. One of the best transition defensive teams in the league. Obviously, a great coach, a guy I know, and Coach Gentry. And, Zion's playing extremely well, as a rookie, coming to this league, having a huge impact. So it'll be a great game.
And finally, back to your beard. I know you're keeping it despite what doctors are probably telling you. What product, if any, do you use in it to keep that thing going?
Man, a lot of different products. I've been I've been so thankful for, all my teammates, plenty of beard oils, beard balms, combs, brushes that have been given to me. So I don't know if that's an encouragement or they're trying to say I look terrible, but I'm very appreciative.
Deuce Mason with Kings Radio. You mentioned Zion and his impact. What have you seen kind of from the outside looking in his game, especially his kind of impact he's made as a rookie?
Yeah, I think just his comfort level, his ability to come in, make plays as a rookie, especially when you don't have that time from, preseason and those games, coming off injury, coming right into the middle of the season. I think it's impressive, his ability to acclimate that quickly.